Today we're going to be walking you through what SecureGive church apps and Disney have in common. I want to help you kind of understand that there's room for both church app and website. And here's what I mean by that. I'm actually planning on taking my family to Disney World, pray for me, in April. And one of the things I found myself doing when I was shopping for our trip is I use DisneyWorld.com as the place where I would find out what hotel rates are. That's where I would find out information about registering my family for different things we need when we show up there. That's where I would find out about what park availability there is and what days I need to schedule my park time, all of that. But once we booked the trip on DisneyWorld.com, that's really the extent of my interaction. Everything from there began to happen within the app. So now, as we're getting ready to head there in a couple of months, I'm really using the Disney World app to prepare myself from this point forward. So when I get to Disney, when I need to know ride times, when I need to know food reservations, what time shows start, all of that kind of stuff, I'm not going to DisneyWorld.com to do any of that. I'm going to Disney's app. The point is, your website is the strongest marketing tool you have. It really, really is. When somebody is new to your community, is interested in church, wants to know your mission, vision, and all of your team statements, they're going to your website to do that. Once they are bought in to your vision, they're bought into your church app is really where you should be engaging those people. Right. Because your website is only going to serve them so much. Now, what we have found out is there's a lot of things that end up happening in the website and the church app that are similar, but there's also things that only happen in the church app, much like what I was sharing about Disney World. So one of the things I want to get your insight on is when it comes to website and church app, we've had conversations with church leaders and they're going, well, why do I need a church app when I have a website?
Right.
Tell us about the way you view that and how you think churches should be using them.
Right. So a new person in your congregation is going to go to the website and they're going to check out your service, your live stream potentially, but somebody's actually already bought in. They're going to want to go to the app on the go and watch a sermon that they missed this past Sunday while they're in the in-between. So that's a great place for them to just get plugged in naturally. That's already on their phone. Or if you're looking for small group rooms and times to meet, that's a place where they can find out that information. So it's less going to be the big overall, what you were talking about of what we believe, does our church look like on a Sunday, and more of how can I be engaged with the community here today from wherever I am at.
That's really good. And, when we talk about website and church app, one of the areas that we're oftentimes explaining or helping churches understand is, what do I do in the website that happens in the church app?
Right.
What are those things that are separate? Do I have to manage two different systems to accomplish this one goal?
Right.
How does that work with SecureGive church apps when it comes to getting the content on your app and pulling from the website and those kind of things?
Right. Well, the SecureGive app and your website can intersect in whatever ways you really want them. So theoretically, you can upload everything onto your website and it completely change in your app without you having to touch the app. And there's also some churches who want to do more in the app. And I'm kind of seeing a hybrid of where it's a mixture of I have some things coming from my website that I'm only updating on my website. Maybe events is a great page. And so your events page that lives on your website is also filtering into your app. So you don't have to update both with every single event coming up. But something that you wouldn't usually put on your website, like sermon notes, is something that you would find in the app. So it's kind of a hybrid, and it can be whatever you really want it to be.
That's good. Yeah. So what we hope to kind of help you gain understanding of is there's definitely room for both.
Right.
And there's definitely room for things to be the same on your app and your website and things to be different on your app and your website. But I hope in sharing the example about Disney really helps you see and get a framework of how these tools are intended to operate within your church.
Right.
The church app really is an extension of your building, of your staff, of your ministries. And it can really help a person, a church goer, feel more a part of the overall things that you're trying to accomplish in your community. So getting in touch with us.
Absolutely. If you have interest in learning more about the SecureGive Church app, if any of this, is sparking some inspiration of how you can engage your congregation more, I'd love to have a conversation with you, show you exactly what we're talking about. So you can book a meeting with one of us using the link in the email that was sent to you or in the description of this video. We'd love to connect with you and see if this would be a good fit for your church.
Super. Talk soon.